Good morning and welcome to BJC Halacha A, number 1666, a halacha that keeps the Yetzer Hara away. We are continuing the laws of muksa pertaining to Shabbos, and today's halacha is dedicated, as usual, in loving memory of Daniela Bas Tzvi, her neshama Shem Aliyah. You can also still sponsor, appreciate it, $36 for regular sponsorship, $100 for the gold sponsorship. We certainly would appreciate that. Okay, this siman, this sif, this law that we're about to learn, introduces another category of muksa called nolad, literally newborn, and presents a list of items that fall under the category. Nolad, that is an item that came into being in its present state today on Shabbos, such as ashes from a fire that was lit on that day by a non-Jew. Likewise, an egg that was laid that day by a chicken, for example, and the liquid sap that flows from the trees in the springtime. These items are muksa and may not be moved on Shabbos. It is likewise considered nolad, even if it did not come into being on that day, but it came into its present usable condition as a result of an action that would be forbidden to be done on Shabbos, such as fruit that fell from a tree or that was detached from the tree by a non-Jew. Says the footnote, detaching fruit from a tree is prohibited under the prohibition, the malacha of kotzer, reaping. Also, another example would be milk that was milked from the animal on Shabbos, and anything that is similar to these items are also muksa and may not be moved. So for the example of muksa, milking an animal involves the biblical prohibition of mefarek, extraction, in this case of a liquid, which is a subcategory of the malacha of dash, prohibition of threshing. And we already learned that, if the animal is in pain, then you can ask a non-Jew to milk it, but you can't move that milk. Certainly not use that milk. Bread that was baked by a non-Jew on Shabbos in a city in which a majority of the inhabitants are non-Jews, such that it can be assumed that it was baked for the benefit of the non-Jews, because certainly if it was baked for the benefit of the Jew, there would be a problem, but it's baked for the non-Jew himself. If one finds himself in a pressing circumstance or for a mitzvah purpose, a Jew may eat that bread on Shabbos. Says so the footnotes, for example, if one is the only Jew in a town and cannot borrow bread, another footnote, such as for the purpose of a meal in honor of a circumcision, which would be a mitzvah, or for one of the Shabbos meals, so then he can eat that bread. Thanks for listening to Spots Future Halacha 36-100 for the gold. See you tomorrow.